Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're from. Dorf here. Thought we'd take a few minutes and talk about some controllers for some classic systems that work on some classic games. Here we go. Starting with the PlayStation 2, we have what's called, let me zoom out, the GunCon. We got the GunCon 1 and the GunCon 2. The GunCon 1, originally released for the PlayStation 1, works with these two games if you have a PlayStation 1 only. You got Time Crisis Project Titan, which is the sequel, that's a PlayStation 1 exclusive, to Time Crisis, originally released in the arcade. And the uniqueness of this game, with the use of the gun, is that in the arcade you had a foot pedal. So, even though you're shooting the bad guys, you'd press the pedal to pop up from cover, and then let go of the pedal to hide behind stuff and reload. Most games you would pick up the gun and shoot off screen to reload, but Time Crisis is different in that sense. So in order to get that feeling when you're playing the home version, what I do is I take the regular PlayStation controller and I map the reload buttons to all these and the shoulder buttons. And what you do is you put this on the floor and use your foot to step on these buttons, or the side of your foot to press these, so that you get that arcade action going there. So if you don't do that, then unfortunately you got to use this button right here, and you got another one over there, which, I mean, it works, but if there's a way around it, which I just showed you, you might as well do it. Now the GunCon 2 was released for the PlayStation 2. And what's different between this and this, obviously you can tell the look. It's orange. I'm sure that's some type of safety thing so the police don't shoot at you. And there's more buttons on it. You got this little D-pad on the back. You got one over here. Got one over there. And this one's kind of cool. It's got one on the bottom, so you can pretend to pop cartridge out and hit it with your palm of your other hand. Kind of cool. It's lightweight. This one's kind of heavy. And even though it's plastic and a toy, if you're holding it up in your hand, shooting at the screen for a long period of time, it does kind of make your shoulder kind of sore. So it's kind of good that they made it a little bit lighter. And this one here works for the following games that I own. There are more games, but this is what I have. Time Crisis 2. Boom. Time Crisis 3, and Vampire Knight. Now, what's unique about Time Crisis 2, I almost knocked it over, boom, fix that, is that you can use both guns with this game. That means you can hold this one in this hand, GunCon 1 in the other hand, boom, 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 boom. The other 3 and Vampire Knight don't allow you to do that. They're still fun games though, but all these here, I always try that one first because that was a lot of fun with the two guns. Cool. Now, moving over to the Sega Dreamcast, what you have here is a fishing controller. Kind of unusual. You have a little thumbstick here to navigate menus. You got your A, B, Y, and X, I believe. Yep. And you got a start button. Pretty standard. It's pretty hefty and pretty durable, I guess is what I meant to say. And it's got a little spinny on the side, just like a real fishing reel. And the games I have for it allow you to use this spinner part in either direction. So you don't have to, if you're left-handed or whatever, you can still play Sega Bass Fishing. It's a lot of fun. Bass Fishing 2, which is fun, but it's a little too challenging. I mean, this one's easy to catch fish, different types of fish, but challenging. This is very good. Sega Marine Fishing, bam. You can catch sharks and marlin and barracudas and all that. Can't turn the music off on it though. It's kind of annoying. So 1, 2, 3, nice. Very fun, and it vibrates too. So when you hook something, bam. So, very cool. This guy right here is a Ico trackball controller. Well, what's a trackball? Well, think of it as just instead of a joystick, you have a ball for precision games such as like Centipede and Millipede and so on and so forth. Nice big buttons, standard, durable, nice. It's cost about $10 when I first got it and when it was first released in 1998-99, and it's originally manufactured for the PlayStation 1, but if you plug it into your PS2 it'll still work. And here's some PS1 games that do work in the PS2. Final Doom, don't know why this mouse works with it. It's a first person shooter, so that's kind of strange. Midway, what does it say? Greatest Hits, Volume 2. On this, you have... What do you have? Nothing. Skip that one. That doesn't work on that. This is what I meant to show you. Collection 2 has Marble Madness, Millipede, Crystal Castles. So, that's very fun. And this has Centipede, Pong, Tempest, even though it used a dial. You can still use that. And what else is on here? Warlords. And there might be another that I'm forgetting, but that's very fun. So these two are the best. It works with that, but I don't know why. It doesn't work with that, so I apologize. Now, moving on to the Sega Saturn. This is Sega's Stunner, it's called. It's kind of lightweight, almost looks like the GunCon 2, even though this came out beforehand. It's orange, so that the police don't shoot you, of course. And there's a button for start. And you navigate the menus just by pulling the trigger, and the choices go up and down, and then you hit activate. And games that work with that, you got Virtua Cop, very fun. Virtua Cop 2. Now these two games, again, I own two of these, and you can have one in each hand. Technically it's for a two-player, you give your buddy the other one, but you can have one in each hand, still have fun. And then this one, Die Hard Trilogy, is a 3-stage game. You have walking around third person, you have driving, but then there's a light gun part to that. It's kind of slow and choppy, but it still works with the gun, so that's that. And last, for the old Nintendo, I'm not a huge Nintendo fan, but this controller is very unusual, from Taito. It's for Arkanoid. It is, as far as I know, if anybody corrects me, that's fine. This is the only one game that it works with. It came as a pack-in. I got it used at Funcoland, which got bought up by GameStop. And basically it's a Breakout ripoff where you just go back and forth. You have a button in case you get the laser power up and shoot the bricks and whatnot. Very awesome game. Very durable. I mean, it feels kind of cheap, but I've had it since 95, 96, and it was probably manufactured in 85, 86, so it's kind of a testament to the durability of this stuff. And that's it. Alright, see y'all next time.